What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel today. Now, in the last video, we lowered the car. Still got some things I need to do since lowering the car, but the thing that we're going to do today is something I've really wanted to do for a minute, and that's get rid of this crusty factory steering wheel. It's a nice steering wheel, horn, everything works, but I want to go with an NRG with a quick release, and that's exactly what I have here today. I have a NRG. This was actually, it was a return steering wheel. I bought an NRG for $70 shipped to my door. They said it had like some scratching and marring on it. I don't know what was on the wheel, but with some cleaning solution and a little bit of alcohol grease, it all wiped off just fine. Hopefully somebody didn't wipe a booger on the wheel and steer it and send it back. If they did, I just cleaned their booger off that wheel. Things happen. And the questionable piece is this. I bought this used off somebody on Facebook, and I was under the impression it was an NRG, brand new, $40 shipped, got it, and nowhere on this thing does it state NRG or that it is for a Delsol. So we may get all this off and figure out we got to put it all back on. But you know what? Let's just hope that doesn't happen. We are also going to be putting a quick release on this car today. One of the biggest reasons I want to go the quick release, I want to have where I can pull the steering wheel off, put the little lock box on the hub, and then we will be good to go and make me feel a little bit better. It's a little bit of theft prevention, not a whole lot. It is something that, and I can also change steering wheels on the fly at some point. That's one of the biggest motives for me at this current point. Anyways, enough of me talking. Let's get to taking this factory steering wheel off. Alright, so we got the airbag out. Really happy how that went. Not too bad. A little bit of a learning curve on how to do it because it's a little different than most wheels. Here's the airbag sitting over here. One thing that I did do, and I urge you to do for safety, guys, I know we laugh a lot of times when we hear people say this, is take your negative battery cable off. I know like a lot of times like instructional videos you see like, before you change your oil, take your negative battery cable off. No, I think I do that. But if you're messing with the airbag, last thing you want is anything to have that thing go off in your face. Especially if you get it unbolted and that thing is just, that metal backing, everything's just free to go somewhere. You don't want that thing explode. That thing becomes claymore and you do not want to get hit in the face with that. I've seen airbags go off and they are nasty. Let alone once you got it unbolted from that wheel and that metal frame being able to go wherever it wants to. So just make sure you're gonna do that for your safety. I did it for mine. All right, let me go show you guys how I get the horn to still work after putting in a quick release with a hub. So right here is a T-pin. Now what I have done is I have took the horn wire, which is right there, threaded it to one side of the T-pin. Now T-pin, where the T-handle is, it loops, comes back around and then goes into the tip here. I have wired it there, and then I have put one of these screws for the clock spring through it, put it there, and right here it is bent, as you can see. And the reason I bent it is because I just put the sharp end. Eventually it'll start trying to wear through this over time. Now when I put the hub on, as you can see the T-pin down there, it presses on it. See? There we go. So the mystery hub does fit. I'm extremely excited about that. Now what we're gonna do is pretty much take everything apart on the wheel, get everything to where we can clock it onto the wheel. That way everything's set up exactly how we want it to be with the wheel. I got everything lined up with the steering wheel, that way when it goes on, when the car's going straight, steering wheel will be straight. So now what I gotta do is take this guy apart, bolt the hub adapter onto the wheel, or where the wheel went, and then once we get that, we can put it all back together, we'll be good to go. Now the horn doesn't work, unfortunately. The horn button, I dropped it, it's under the car, but the horn button does not fit in this hub. I'm just gonna get the little plate, the little button on it, that'll be good enough for me. Actually, I think I already ordered one of those. I can't remember if I ordered one or I was just looking at one. But that's what we're gonna do, and that'll work out just fine. So the steering wheel's in the car, it looks great. It would look a lot better if I had a horn button. Unfortunately, the quick release hub was too shallow to accept the whole horn button. The center ring bezel wouldn't have went on the steering wheel. If I would have tried to make that fit, it would have just been a mess. So that's not a big deal. I'm gonna get a blank plate that goes in the center there. I may not even put the horn button on that plate. I may put it somewhere else around, like near the turn signals or something, to keep that whole steering wheel set up looking extremely clean. I don't know yet. I kind of got thinking about doing that halfway through putting the steering wheel on. Honestly, didn't expect to run into that issue. I've ran into it a few times, but it was a different style horn button than what came with this wheel. So I find that a little odd, but it's no big deal. It looks great. I wish you couldn't see the wires. Once again, a plate will clean that up, no problem. But I'm really happy with it. I love the fact that it is a clean, quick release setup. It's awesome. I forgot how small NRG wheels are. Like that little itty bitty wheel compared to this big guy right here is, this right here is something else. Look at this. It is, even a Delsol steering wheel is bigger than an NRG. Jesus. Anyways, guys, that's gonna be the video. If you like it, make sure you smash that like button. If you love Honda content, make sure you smash that subscribe button. And that's the video, guys. Thanks for joining me today. We'll catch you next time.